Jesse, two questions. First of all, it seemed like before Connor scored, there was some frustration out in the field. Obviously, I mean, trying to get inside the box, trying to find a way to get a shot going. Just tell the guys to keep on going. You'll find the shot soon enough.
Well, I think they came out and had a really good start. They kept things tight. It wasn't easy to break them down. We knew that that they would have a good start, and we were prepared to be on top of the game as well. And then obviously over time now space starts to open up a little bit, and now we're able to probe and find little advantages. And then we get a goal on 2 set pieces again, which we've been good on the year. So. Overall, I thought that as much as maybe they were a little bit frustrated that the chances weren't coming earlier, we also weren't giving anything away. So another game at home where, we can help ourselves by being a little bit more potent in the attack, but where the game's pretty much totally under control. So that part's been good.
We'll go to the left, Jesse, the Christian.
That was only one question, though, Jason.
Yeah, I know. I want to spread the wealth.
Okay. We'll come back to Dan.
Please, no. No, just joking, Dan.
Oh, man.
So Felipe has played attacking midfield for you in Montreal before,
Yeah.
and similar stops in Europe. What went into the decision to get him into that role tonight?
Well, one, I think, we're trying to find ways to give Sasha and Brad breaks at different times. Obviously, then, the goal was for Brad to only go 60. When Felipe gets the goal, it makes it easier to take him off. At 1-0, I wasn't sure. And then, Felipe, yeah, he has played for me in that number 10 role. He's been pretty good at it. He's very technical and good in tight spots, and he's good at now slipping a final ball to help lead to goal. So it's a nice, and to be fair, Felipe reminded me of that a couple of weeks ago. Which I knew, but he's done such a good job in the deeper role. Him and Dax have formed a really great relationship that I haven't really thought about visiting it too much, but I thought overall Felipe was pretty good today and helped us gain some advantages in the attacking part of the field.
We'll go back right, Derek.
Jesse, can you just talk about the defensive performance of your team tonight? I don't think Orlando had a shot until late in the second half, and I think other than that Kyle Larin chance, they really didn't have much tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the Kyle Larin chance was too easy. Right, too easy for them to get a breakdown there, and I'll have to look a bit again at how our back line came apart. But yeah, that's when I say that the game felt like it was really in hand. I really felt that way, and it was just a matter of how many times we could break down Orlando, and then how many times we could put it in the goal. So we've got a shutout string at home. That's pretty good right now. So I feel like the more that we are defensively sound at home, and that's been a little bit of a shift that we've made this year. I think last year we kind of almost attacked all out, trying to find ways to get goals. And this year we've been a little bit more cautious to protect ourselves from the counter, and it's meant that we've managed to give up fewer goals, and we always have faith that the goal will come for us. We have enough quality in the attacking part of the field that if we can get shutouts, we feel like we'll get wins.
We'll go front right to Dan.
Chris Duval had an early chance where he flew in and had a kick early, and then Connor Lade comes in off a corner and scores. How does it help you guys to have 2 guys like that who could come in off the back line and give you an offensive punch?
Yeah, I thought Chris's goal, from my angle, I thought it was going in. It was good timing for him, and he was up the field in a way that we'd like him to be, so he was able to help defend and also be available if a ball comes loose that he can attack. He struck the ball really well, and Bednick makes a great save. Connor's goal is really good. He just slows down a little bit. It's something we've been talking about our outside backs. Something that we've been talking to our outside backs about is in the attacking part of the field, slowing down a little, having a little bit more poise, and coming up with more quality in final plays. So on the day, I thought that Connor and Chris did a better job with that, and obviously the goal was a really good one.
We'll go far left on the wall.
We talked about your defense before going into the international break, and you just mentioned it just now. Number I have is 627. I'm pretty sure it's going to vary after this, but 627 minutes, scoreless streak at home. Robles 23 saves over that against 6 very good teams, and this back line you had to do a lot of patchwork with it at times before you got Purnell back and you brought Colin in.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about the resiliency with your defense and then the leadership of Louis Robles?
Yeah, I would say in general that this year has required resiliency. And it has not been easy, and we've demanded a lot out of ourselves in tough moments to figure out ways to get results. And we the last 4 games I think in the league we weren't able to get a a win, but there were a lot of good moments in those games, and we've managed not to give much away. So we're close. I really feel like that. We're really close to turning a corner and now starting to have results pile up for us. And it's just a matter of executing a little bit more on the field and having a few more good performances and making big plays in each box. So it's coming. It's coming.
Go front right to Ariel.
Hi, Jesse. I would like to know what your take is on Gonzalo's performance tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he came in, and I thought he was a threat to get behind. Ideally, maybe he gets a goal or two. So still trying to, have some of his plays add up to more. But, I thought it was exactly what we needed at the moment to have a guy like Gonzalo when they're pushing, knowing that he can threaten their back line. So, yeah, I mean, if he gets a goal, then we'd all be saying it was a really good performance. So just finding a way to get himself on the scoring sheet.
We'll go front center with Matthew and then Franco.
With the shutout streak and the injury to Gideon Ba, how comfortable are you going forward with the current crop of defenders you have?
Yeah, we like our defensive crew, and you can tell that by the fact that we rotate them so much. A lot of times it's out of necessity, unfortunately, but other times it's out of having fresh legs on the field. So, tonight we made the decision to go with Chris Duval, and Sal was perfectly healthy, but we felt like having fresh legs was important. We trust Chris on a big level, and we knew taking care of Breck Shea was a big job for the day. Now that Damien's back, gives us flexibility and depth at the center back position. We all feel for Gideon. It's a very unfortunate injury, but we feel strongly that he'll be back next year in a big way. And then, we've done all this without Kamar as well. So, Kamar should be back in a couple of weeks and getting ready to start playing games then. And I think that only strengthens our back line.
Franco.
Jesse, I know you talked about Connor's goal, but what do you think about his overall performance, the way he defended to help you guys get the clean sheet, the way he got forward and served as outlet, and obviously a great way to get your first career MLS goal, I guess, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, that's his first career goal? MLS, really? That's surprising. No, that's...
No, he scored 2 Open Cup goals, and then he scored that Champions League goal against Montreal.
Dan's got it. Yeah, that's surprising because Connor actually is quite good around the goal. He can strike a ball. So I didn't know that was his first MLS goal, but that's great. Connor is awesome. I mean, I've sat here. Every time I get a question about Connor, I love gushing about Connor because he's just the kind of guy that every coach loves to have. He'll do whatever it takes. He'll fight for his teammates. He'll play any position. He'll win his battle. I said he saved our season earlier in the year when he had some of these moments where he has cut up on his eyes, wearing some sort of Rambo headband, and that's who Connor is, and we're very fortunate to have him.
Take a final question with Eric.
Sorry, what was that? You got. Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe he does, but there's also a lot of teams that call and inquire about him. So there's enough people that respect him and know that he's a quality guy and a very reliable outside back. So nobody's getting him from us. We're keeping him.
Jesse, we see in training how much you guys work on set pieces, but how rewarding is it to have another 2 of them come off tonight? It seems like you guys are rolling with those this season.
Yeah, well, Felipe's been lethal, right? We built in different deception for different plays, so it keeps the keeper guessing. He doesn't know where the ball's coming from. And then, it means that when a guy steps up to hit it, if he hits it well, that it could go in. So, and then, on the corner kicks, we were always trying to come up with creative ways to unbalance teams and create matchups. So overall, the set piece portion of this season has been very good, probably our biggest bright spot.